Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Today, I am doing my everyday makeup drawer for December. Can't believe it's the last one of 2018. These videos are where I show you guys kind of old products that I've shopped my stash for and also new products that I'm trying out this month. So if you want to see what makeup I am going to be using this month, then let's just go ahead and get started. Alrighty, let's go ahead and start off with some face stuff. I kind of like to go in the order that I do my makeup. So the primer that I chose out of my stash was the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Lock Mattifying Primer. It has been a while since I've used this, but it's almost gone, so I want to try to use it up. And like I said, it's just been a while, so I wanted to revisit it, so I chose that. And then for foundations, I chose a newer one, the Revlon Candid. I did a full first impressions on this. And since that first impressions, I feel like the foundation has grown on me. In the first impressions, I was like, I don't know if I really love it. But with mattifying primers, I actually really like this. And I think just the more I've used it, the more I have really fallen in love with it. So I wanted to use this. And then I also pulled out the Covergirl Outlast Stay Fabulous Foundation. This is what I have on today. I've used the Truly Matte one a ton. I love that one. And I also love the Healthy Vitalist one. But for some reason, this one has just been sitting in my collection and I'm like, that is what I'm using for December. So wanted to pull this one back out. Now for concealers, I just have my Catrice Wake Up Effect. It's like their peachy corrector for the under eye circles that I get. And then I have the Camouflage cream for my blemishes. But for like highlighting concealers, I chose two different ones. So I pulled out my Essence Camouflage Full Coverage Concealer. I talked about this in my top 10 under 10 concealer video, where I feel like it's kind of similar to the full coverage like camouflage concealer from Catrice, but it's a little bit more like sticky. I don't know how to describe it, but I really like this. It's what I have on today. It's super brightening, and I used it, I found my opinion on it, and then I just kind of threw it back in my drawer, and I was like, no, I want to love on that some more, so decided to pull that back out. And then looking through, I was like, oh my gosh, I completely forgot about that. This is the First Aid Beauty Hello Fab Bendy Avocado Concealer. I do have the shade number 2. It's not like super brightening for me. It's more of a skin tone match, but I don't actually mind that because I chose a powder that's pretty brightening. And so I thought just for every day, this is a great concealer. So I pulled that back out. And then that brightening powder that I talked about is my Fit Me from Maybelline. This is like my tried and true. I can always grab this and I know I'm going to love it. I love this powder so much. It doesn't make me look dry and chalky and cakey or anything like that under my eyes, but it still sets my concealer so well, and it really is brightening. This is the shade Fair, so for my skin tone, it really does brighten up under the eyes. So that is what I really, really love about it. And it's just so finely milled and good. I think this is my second of this, maybe. I don't know, and it's almost gone, but I am obsessed. Best powder ever, you guys. And then I also pulled out my Maybelline Better Skin Powder. So this is almost gone. It's like, literally, I have to like scrape around the edges. I can't even tell you how many of these I've purchased over the years, but it does have salicylic acid in it. So for me, I love to set my face with this because I do have oily skin. It kind of helps keep me a little bit more matte throughout the day. And this just like smooths everything out and just makes everything look so perfected. It's amazing. So I absolutely love this powder and totally recommend. Now for blushes, I pulled out quite a few. So I got this on Black Friday, or no, excuse me, Cyber Monday. Ulta had Flower Beauty 30% off, and so I got the Blush Balm in Pinched. I am wearing this today on my cheeks, and I think it's just a really gorgeous natural blush, and I love this formula. I already have the one in Melon, and that is a brighter shade that I love for the spring and summertime. It just looks really healthy on the skin. But a lot of people have raved about this shade in Pinched, and so when it was 30% off, I decided to go ahead and grab it, and I am so happy I did. I am so pleased with the shade. I think it's perfect for every day. And this formula, it's not like a really heavy cream formula. It's more of like a gel cream, so it feels really light on the skin. So if you're someone that you hate feeling makeup on your skin, you will love this because it feels so light and it blends so well. Sorry, I'm like talking so much, my voice got a little dry right there. But what I also love about this is that it's not a really heavy cream, so you can put it over powder and it doesn't move things around. It just sits really nicely on top, and it kind of just, not like stains the cheeks, but it just like blends into it. I don't even know how to describe it, but again, you just don't even feel it on your skin. It's amazing. And this shade Pinched, everyone was right. It's the best neutral everyday blush. And then for powders, I picked this Milani Trio, the Flowers of Love Rose Powder Blush Trio. I did a review on these when they first came out, but I thought, you know what, I feel like it would pair really well if I wanted to do a really long wearing look and put one of these over the shade Pinched. I think it would look really good. Also, I just like that this is like a little bit of a highlight shade for me, and then these two are blushes that are more peachy. And then for like a more pinky toned blush, I chose the Laura Geller Baked Blush and Brighten Pink Buttercream. I love this. This gives your skin that beautiful, like, healthy flush. You know, it's a little bit pink, but not too pink. And it's got a little bit of like reddish tones in there that it just is like the best of all worlds. You know, it's like the perfect amount of peach, the perfect amount of pink, the perfect amount of red. It's like perfect. And it's not shimmery, but it does have a sheen to it. Now, this is a baked formula, so it's not overly like creamy powdery. It's a little bit more dry just because that's how it's made. But it just gives your skin the most healthy looking flush and also just glow to it because it is a really healthy, like, satin looking finish. It's not a matte finish and it's not a, you know, chunky luminous finish. It's just really healthy looking. And so for every day, I love a blush like this because I don't have to worry about a highlight. You know, I don't have to worry about putting it on top. So for work, I can just slap this on and it looks great all day. And that is something I have really noticed. I wore this yesterday. Yesterday was Friday, and I wore this. And so it was actually my boyfriend Corey's birthday. And so I went to work from, let's see, I put my makeup on probably around like 6 o'clock in the morning because I had a patient at 8. So I put my makeup on around 6. I went to work all day. After work, I came home for like an hour, and then I met Corey for dinner, and we went to a movie, and then I got home around 9:30, and I actually didn't take my makeup off even until like 10:30 or probably at night. And my blush was still there, you guys, and I didn't touch it up at all. So it was, I mean, and it was this blush. So definitely recommend. Like, this is a really amazing long wearing formula. I absolutely adore it. And they have a lot of different shades. And what I think is fun about these two is that there's like a little bit of veining that goes throughout. So it's just, they look really pretty, and you can kind of like concentrate your brush in different areas and kind of manipulate the color a little bit. But overall, this shade in Pink Buttercream is just so healthy looking, and I love it. So good. Okay, for bronzer, I just pulled one out that was like really easy. This is kind of like a no fuss bronzer, and it is the Essence Luminous Matte Bronzing Powder Lighter Skin. I don't know, I haven't seen a deeper skin one, but for my skin tone, this is just so no fuss, you guys. I could pack this crap on and you guys would like not even know. It's just so foolproof and just so easy. I love it. And it's got that like luminous matte name to it, and I totally agree with it. It's like not so flat matte, but it's also not shimmery. It's like just a really healthy satin finish. It's kind of the same finish as the Laura Geller blush that I was talking about. It's like, it just looks really healthy on the skin without looking overly shimmery or glittery or even like just anything. It just looks like your skin. So I love that so much. And it's super affordable since it's Essence. And then for highlighters, I chose the Catrice Highlighting Powder in Champagne Campaign. I love this so much, and again, so easy. You can just like fluff this stuff on, and it doesn't look crazy on your skin. It doesn't look like you're overly strobed or highlighted. It just makes you look like you got a healthy glow to your skin, so I love that. And then for a more intense one, which is what I'm actually wearing today because I feel like my makeup is a little bit more glam today, I got the Sleek Solstice Highlighting Palette. So this I pulled out from my stash. It's gorgeous. You get one cream and then 3 different highlight shades. I'm only wearing this one today, but let me tell you guys, the packaging makes it so hard on camera. I'm sorry. But if you pair this one and then this light purple one together, watch out. Like, it will be strobed bright. You will see that highlight from space. So just wanted to throw that out there, but I don't know. I was like looking at my highlight drawer and I was like, I haven't played with that in a long time. So I pulled it out and I'm really happy I did. Even though the packaging is really difficult to show on camera, I still love the product inside. Okay, now for eye stuff, I just kind of have the everyday stuff. So I have my Milani liquid eyeliner whenever I want to do a liquid line. I have my Essence Silky Nude Extreme Lasting Eye Pencil, which is what I'm wearing today. Best nude eyeliner ever, and it's like $3. Oh, I probably should get a brown pencil out. I haven't pulled that one out. I want to use this one actually from the brand Persona. I really have been liking the eyeliners. And I'm going to pull out the brown one to use. This, I think they sell these separately now, but the brown one comes in the copper eye kit if you buy that. So I want to use that one. For mascaras, I just have my Essence Volume Stylist for my upper lashes, and then my CoverGirl Clump Crusher Water Resistant for my lower lashes. CoverGirl is now cruelty-free if you don't know, so if you have been wanting to try some CoverGirl stuff or you need a really good mascara, but you only purchase cruelty-free products, now you can buy this because this is the best mascara for your lower lashes, guys. Not even kidding. It like doesn't smudge, it doesn't flake, it doesn't put on too much product. It's just the best. Now, a brow pencil that I have been obsessed with ever since I bought it, and this is actually my second one already, is the Brow Down to Me Brow Pencil and Gel from Joa Beauty. So this is actually sold at CVS. It's like a Korean-inspired beauty brand, and the pencil is like a little teardrop. Like it's a, you know, like on a little slant. So it's a little bit of a thicker pencil, but I like that because I, for some reason, feel like the thicker the pencil, the softer the formula sometimes. Sometimes I think those like really small skinny pencils can be too scratchy and I don't like to use those. So this, and it's kind of thicker, so it's just really easy to fill in. And I have a lot of natural brow hair anyway, so I don't need something that's super precise. So I love that. And then also on the other side is a tinted brow gel. So it is the best like little duo. Absolutely love it. This is the shade Taupe. Again, second one I have bought. Totally recommend this. Love it. And then, oh, for eye primer, I still am just going to use my Milani eyeshadow primer. It's just easy, and I just, you know, throw it in. Okay, now, I only pulled out 3 palettes because I have a feeling for the holidays I might be doing some different fun looks, and, you know, I don't know. But a new one that I got, on again, on I always want to say Black Friday. I mean Cyber Monday. Is the BH Cosmetics Royal Affair palette. So this is what the outside looks like. I have not tried BH Cosmetics eyeshadows in so long, you guys, but this palette, I don't know why, I just thought it was unique, and so I was like, I'm not going to have a ton of repeat shades. It's not just another neutral palette. I think it's unique enough that I can justify it, and I think they were like 40% off on Cyber Monday, so it was a great time to buy it. So happy I did. I love this formula. So you get a ton of mattes in here. You get 20 eyeshadows, but how many mattes are there? Let me see, like 1. So you get 12 mattes in here and 8 shimmers. And I just am obsessed. So today I played a lot with the greens. So I set up my crease with the shade Majesty, which is like this warmer, kind of deeper brown. And then I also did a little bit of Empress in my crease. And then on the lid, I started out with a little bit of Imperial, just right on like the first third of the lid. And then I took this like lime green shimmer in Crown, and I did that on the center and kind of pulled it towards more the like outer part of my lid. And then I took the matte olive green shade in Monarch, and I put that on my outer corner, and I just blended all of that out. And I am obsessed with the way this looks, you guys. And again, I think I love this palette so much because I love the palettes that you can do everyday looks with them, but they also have pops of color in them. I don't love palettes that are like all color because I can't use those every day for work. And then I don't love palettes that are just all neutral because it's really easy just to get a ton of repeat shades that way. I am most likely going to buy neutral palettes that are all neutral versus all colorful, of course. But these are my favorite kind of palettes that are like neutrals with splashes of color in them. Because like in this one, you get this like lime green shimmer. You get this really pretty like icy blue shimmer. This one is a little bit green. This is like a silver. This is a cranberry. But you get all of these really beautiful neutral mattes to kind of anchor the look. but you also get a couple colorful mattes right here with the green and with the pink. So I just think it's nice. You get a good range of like cools and warms and neutral shades. It's just not a palette that I look at and I'm like, oh, that's a colorful palette, or oh, that's a cool tone palette, or oh, that's a warm tone palette. It's just like a hodgepodge, and I love that. And I really like the formula. The mattes did have a little bit of kick up to them when you tap your brush into them, but I don't mind that because they blend very well. And the shimmers actually really surprised me too, and they were great. So this actually makes me want to buy more of BH Cosmetics, and they are on sale pretty frequently at Ulta or on their own website. So if you love any BH Cosmetics palettes, let me know what they are because I am definitely intrigued by this. Okay, and then I pulled out two more drugstore ones. So the other day I pulled this one out, the Magnif'eyes Spice from Rimmel. This was like a Naked Heat dupe, and I love the Rimmel formula. I just think it's so underrated. Like, not enough people talk about these, but I think they are gorgeous. The mattes blend so well. The shimmers are so beautiful. So I thought, I have like a hodgepodge palette, I have a warm palette, and then I also got a cool palette out. So this is the Milani eyeshadow palette in Soft and Sultry. I really enjoy this cool tone palette. It is gorgeous. I love the mattes in here. I love the shimmers. You don't get anything too chunky. You do get more mattes than you do shimmers in here, which for some reason I think that's usually what I'm gravitated towards, is like more mattes than shimmers. But I just think this palette is so beautiful. I absolutely love it. It is a newer release for Milani. I did a video reviewing this and the Pure Passion one when they came out, and out of the two, this one was definitely my favorite. So I feel like I pulled out three palettes that are vastly different from each other, but that I can get a lot of use out of. And then for lips, I do want to share what I have on today, and it is the Wet n Wild High Shine Liquid Catsuit in Wine is the Answer. I did a full lip swatch video on these, but I wanted to mention this, is that this is just with one like swipe out, and then I kind of wipe off the little chair, and I just went around, and this was what I got. You can build this up to get a little bit deeper, but you don't have to. And it's still so even color, and it's like a kiss of berry on the lips. I don't feel like it's so overpowering. And so for the holidays this month, I think I'm going to be loving this shade. And I love a good berry lip around the holidays because I feel like it's different. It's not your typical like holiday red, which I still love, don't get me wrong. But I think it's also just different yet still bold. If you guys would want to see like a best holiday lip video, let me know, because I just got that idea in my head. So let me know if you'd be interested in that. Okay, but I am so happy because on Cyber Monday, Ulta had the Dose of Colors lip glosses for buy one get one free. That's amazing. I love the formula so much. I do have the shade Messy Bun already, and I love it. I wear it all the time. But I wanted to get two more, and so I got the shades Spill the Deets, which is a really pretty like rosy formula color. Losing my mind. And then I also got the one in Just My Type, which these look very similar, but Just My Type has a little bit more peach and not as much depth to it. So this one is Just My Type, and then this one is Spill the Deets. On camera, they look very similar, and even in person they do as well, but again, I feel like Spill the Deets has a little bit more rose to it and a little bit more depth, where Just My Type is a little bit peachier and not quite as deep. So I think they're a little different. If you swatch these two and then Messy Bun next to each other as well, it's kind of comical because you're like, okay, those are all three just pink lip glosses. But like Messy Bun is more kind of like cool toned compared to these two. So they are all different. Said every makeup lover ever. It's like they all look the same, but they're different. I mean, how many times have we all said that, right? For lipstick, I pulled out the shade Brown Blush from Maybelline. This is one of their creamy mattes. So this I pulled out of my stash. And I just thought, I don't know why, but I have been eyeing it lately and I've been wanting to wear it. And so I was like, I'm going to make sure I do some eye looks that complement that. I think it's kind of just 90s and cool, yet not like just straight up brown, because I have tried so hard to wear straight up brown lipsticks and be like super cool. but I can't. I look like a fool and it just looks stupid. So this has a little bit of like pinkiness to it, so it helps a little. It doesn't make me look so weird, but it still gives me those like 90s vibes. So I love that. I think it's just fun. And then this was actually sent to me through Octoly. So this is the No. 7 High Shine lip gloss in the shade Naturally Nude. It's a very warm gloss, and when I first opened it up, I was like, oh, that's really warm. I don't know how I'm going to like that. But then I was like, Andrea, it's a gloss. It's not a liquid lipstick. You got to remember. And so it's actually, and when you first put it on, you're like, okay, it does look a little warm, a little orangey. But for some reason, on my lips, when it kind of settles in with my natural lip color, it doesn't look crazy. It looks more nude. I don't think this is like really nude though. The formula is nice. It glides on really nice. It's very like gel-like. It reminds me of the Dose of Colors formula, but there's not as much color payoff with the No. 7. It's a little bit more sheer, but it's still a really beautiful formula. And I really like it. I'd be interested in trying more shades. This is probably not my all-time favorite shade because I do gravitate more towards like pinky glosses. But I wanted to try the nude one, and I didn't know it was going to be as warm as this. But again, it's not overly warm and crazy looking when it does blend in with my natural lip color. I would still wear this every day, especially if I have like a warm eye going on, and it would be great. I've been really moving more towards into glosses, you guys. I think with the Dose of Colors, these from Wet n Wild that are so good, it's like my love for gloss has just like reignited itself this year, and I'm here for it. Alright, you guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Again, let me know if you want to see that holiday lip video. I think it'd be really fun to film, and I could do lip swatches and all that fun stuff. Lip videos are some of my favorite to film, so let me know if you'd be interested in that. Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit that little bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. Again, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys here next time. Bye!